Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. My name is Nilas, and we are continuing on our glorious journey in this lab build where everything is kind of slanted. It doesn't really seem that way right now because we're converting things to look like it should be looking. Now, let's talk a little bit about what will be the structure and objective for this episode. Well, it's going to be very much about a war on slime. And that means all of this area here has to be hollowed out to get the slime. And also a little bit here is the slime. We're going to start with this one. Then, oh, it's actually funny that I have all of this done here. Yeah, let's take all of this out because we don't need you here anyway. But also a lot of other things that we also need in order to get started. So we'll be breaching slime and we'll be working on slime. And my objective here is to teach you that slime is not something to worry about. It's something to love and cherish because it's just full of great things. The first thing it's going to be used for is for this part. This is the future project for all of our food. There, let's do that one. And then copy that all the way over here. So that will be for our farm tiles for mushrooms. That means we also need to make up here a production where we can actually make the fried mushrooms. We need some slime because these need fertilization of slime, so that's why we need to go in here. The reason why I really like this slime is because, well, the mushrooms are great food. Fried mushrooms are great food, and it also like a ton of polluted water. Polluted water is just absolutely amazing because it gives us oxygen and just gives us water, so it's nice. But we can't really get anywhere because if we look at our power network, the whole thing is run by one guy running. Poor guy. Who is that? Mark, you run faster. So we need to go down here, and the first thing we want to do is build a power plant down here. And we also need to breach in here to figure out how we're going to work on this one. Like, the way I want to do this is through the magic of deodorizers. Deodorizers are amazing. They really are exactly what we need for this occasion. I'm going to be going a little bit overboard with this. You don't need this much, but yeah, always when you're starting on, as you always just kind of want to overreact. So again, we need more stuff here and that one, and let's go up here and here. So we need to get at least, oh, hold on, that's not great because that will be through this area, so let's not do that. And there, and instead go that one and that one, because then I can update all of this there. So this will now go in and get some deodorizers in. The deodorizers will convert polluted oxygen to normal oxygen. The thing is, funny how there's not any slime lung, but when there's slime lung in the polluted oxygen, then it multiplies. But in normal oxygen, it decreases. So if I just keep a high pressure of oxygen, then I won't be having any problems with slime. That's the theory. That means also I need up here to build a self-powered oxygen module. So the objective today is power, self-powered oxygen module, mushrooms, and then a ton of converting of the area here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride as we are diving in. Be sure to hit the like button. I am just enjoying this very much. I'm enjoying it a little bit more on Twitch streams because that's where you can see all the stress and all that stuff, which is really the essence of Oxygen Not Included, just yelling at dupes. Speaking of dupes, we're going to get another dupe in here. We're going to look at dupes, and we can do a fungal spore, but we are going to get tons of spores as we breach this. Let's find some in building, ranching, or building, operating, irritable bowel, yokel. Can't do research, but you have... Doesn't really matter what... Irritable bowel is more bathroom. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. And these ones are named after patron supporters. So if you are a patron supporter of the highest ranks, then you can get your name in here. Thank you, PTCR, for supporting the channel. You are now a new friend in here. Let's start breaching this and get down here so we can start designing this part here. We've now cleared the space pretty much. Unfortunately, we let out a lot of hydrogen and chlorine. That'll just settle somewhere in the base and we'll fix it later on. That's just how I deal with that. But that means we can now start working on some power. And what I want to do is I want to make like a really big power plant compared to where we are right now, build-wise. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then also just some batteries. Oops, that was misplaced. And some batteries here. And some... That one needs to be replaced. Starvation, don't care. This one, that will be it. Yeah. Then we're gonna go the heavy watt wire. That is, all of these are inbounds. There, inbound. Go down here, and that as well. Then I'm gonna have one of these batteries, and there. That will control all of that. So now I need to go to... Oh, I forgot to research automation. Oh no. Well, we're gonna research automation, and I'm also gonna put in some 2 boxes down here, and storage bin there, that one, and there will be for coal, so they can easily go out. And the design of this is intended for later on, where I can use the grabbers to do all this automatically. So this one will be the power plant. That will also get us like some good outbounds. Then let's go up here, and I've just sort of made the highlights here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be digging out all of this area. Actually, you need to go here. All of this area. And I've also sort of gone down here, encapsulated that so it's closed off. And this doesn't need to be cut out. Maybe we'll just do that just for good measure. And also on this side, there will also be a little bit more that has to be taken out. And that goes up here. And this. And this. And then make sure that we do not breach it. I can take this one, but I don't really need to. So that, let's actually just not go up there. Cool. So this is now also the next thing that we want to breach. And we need to build all of the stuff as well as research. Once we got the heavy watt wire. Actually, let's do the automation first. Automation is that one. Let's do that one first because it's a simple one. So now we're breaching this area in here, and I'm actually gonna just take all of this and make it priority 6. Why not? Sure, let's make all that priority 6 and all this priority 6. We want all this to be done. And this is just getting us in here. So what we should see now is that we see the transition between all the polluted oxygen we have in here and how it sort of goes out here and then gets sucked into the deodorizers and gets purified. That is like, the deodorizers are probably my favorite item. They're a little bit less favorite because they now take a little bit of power, so you need to drag power lines everywhere. But I think that's totally fair. And we just see here all this breaching oxygen. Here's a lot of breathing oxygen. There's a high density of oxygen up here. And once we get all that, maybe we'll even see some slime lung. Here's some fluorescent, which isn't a problem. Oh, look at that. Now they get all yucky. So that means they're kind of accruing some process towards the slime lung. But once they go to the toilet and they go back, oh, look at that. And then they'll clean afterwards anyway. So if I had some bleach stone, then I would probably set up some... Actually, I think I want to do that, didn't I? Don't I? Yes, I do. I do want to set up some wash basins here. There. Let's get those built super quick. So that when they come out, they can actually wash their hands. I think that's a good idea. Just generally, it might use a little bit too much water, but... It's probably a good idea as these are progressing. This is the teleporter to another planet, and this is the return teleporter from the other planet. So we are able to go to another planet, and we will also go to another planet soon-ish. Well, don't know. And slowly we are making progress here. We can see that, okay, we only have 2, but they will be clean when they're done. There we go. So anything that is full of slime lung will actually be cleaned when they pass this. So that's excellent. So now we just need to dig out this and get the power plant going. So a little bit more time has passed and we've now completed this area. We can see that there's still a little bit of slime lung also in here. Just a little bit of slime lung, but that's not really a big problem because we have high pressure of oxygen and it will just gradually disappear. We don't have anyone who's afflicted by slime lung yet. Foreshadowing. And we have our power plant down here. It has one problem, and that is the fact that it generates a lot of heat. Generates a lot of carbon dioxide is not a problem because I'm going to pump the carbon dioxide in here to try to get some more pressure to be able to also use the top one here. So just try to push in some carbon dioxide, and then hopefully there'll be some dupes in here who will go up here and breathe, and then gradually, eventually, this will be replaced by carbon dioxide. I think it could work. So power is done. Then this is just gradually being done, just hollowed out and just consumed all the last bits out here as well. Come on, miss that. There. And get that one as well. Then once that is done, then we have to go on with the next task, and that is, for example, go out on that side. And I'm going to do a little bit careful about one thing. Let's do, oh, these are priority 5, because I need to make sure this is nice water. It's clean and it's good, and I don't want to mix it up with all of this polluted water here. I'm going to take all that water and just dump it down here. This is, by the way, starting to become a little bit of a problem because it just leaks a lot of heat into the area. So I'm going to need to capture that as well. Not easy, but it has to be done. Up here, this area that I'm focusing on cleaning out now will be our location for the self-powered oxygen module, the SPOM. Now that we have power, that's the first thing I needed to do. Then we're getting above 13 dupes. Each of these can support 5 dupes, so the oxygen diffuser. So we need some better oxygen production. And that's going to be a big task. We're just going to wait for this to be cleaned out. And then all this is just continuing. And then we'll design how the self-powered oxygen module is going to look like. Even though it hasn't quite been cleaned up, I think it's time for us to make our self-powered oxygen module, because we're going to generate a lot of other stuff. So here's the thing. I need 1, 2, 3 city blocks. Yes, I'm just calling them city blocks for this build. And that one can also be upgraded. And the middle one needs to go out as well. So this is now, actually it can be upgraded as well into certain size. So what is this self-powered oxygen module? Well, it is a design that is self-powered. It creates oxygen from water through electrolysis, and the hydrogen that it creates is powering itself. So everyone who's playing Oxygen Included has their own design of this. This one's mine. I've used it a lot. It works. It's great. The one thing though is make sure that you make it out of gold amalgam, because it has overheat instead of just normal copper. So let's make sure. We start with 4 of these. They are going to be taking the oxygen out, so we'll have a lot of oxygen. This will be making enough oxygen for 16 dupes. That's a lot. And all of that needs to go out. I think I'll actually just get these 2 middle ones out. Most out. And yeah. And let's see what else we can do. We can get that one up here. And I will then say that must be... Oh man, this is so difficult because I have to make sure that it actually works here. That one, can they jump down there? No, they cannot. But they will be able to go into these airflow tiles that I make here, 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 here. Yes, and then normal tiles in these 2 locations. And all this is just really just elaborate of how to build this. This one is primarily done so that I can get this, and you can then go up, or you can go, you can't jump down there. But if I do that one, then maybe. Yes, then you can jump down there. And then the last part is there. They should still be able to jump down and jump up. And then I can make another one of these that will also be gold amalgam here. And another door. Good. Now we need the electrolyzers. Those are the ones actually producing the oxygen. I'm also going to make those out of gold amalgam there and there. Those are going to go in. And then we're getting... So all of this will be closed off, and it'll self-filter the inputs and outputs. It's a little bit complicated why it works, how it works, but it does work. Then this will control that, and this will control this. All right, so that means the pressure in here will control whether these are online or not. Made a mess. Oh no, someone got... yeah, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter that you made a mess here, but let's try and get you out though. Let's get that one just so it'll be super fast so you can actually get out. Yeah, you somehow got stuck down here. Oh well, and you can come back. Not that you really care. There we go. So, made a mess. If you're gonna make a mess, then make it in the giant pee pool. And okay, so now we need to do the power. The power is going to be hydrogen power. I'm making out a gold amalgam just because that is going to be here and here. And then I am going to take a transformer. I'm going to do a large transformer for this there. And then I'm going to get a battery as well, because I need to also control it when it actually works there. Then I am going to, because these are only working when the batteries are available or is necessary. So I'm going to go to that overlay. And these are connected. Good. So that connects. Good. That's the... And I also need some manual drivers here. These are just needed to, otherwise I can't get it started up. Then I need the power lines. Actually, one of these, that one will actually be a intersection. Not rotate. And 3. Power line down there. And there. These are power lined, and that's also power lined. Good. Power inside has to be using the more expensive power lines. These conductor wires, because there's a little bit too much power going on here, and that's gonna be here. And it's not enough materials, that's fine. And that will come from that one. So that gets us all the power we need inside. So basically it goes that hydrogen comes out, goes in, creates power, and the power will then start up all this. Yes. I also think that I kind of want to make sure that these get deactivated as well. And yes, we don't have enough resources, so we're going to be munching a little bit more of this. I am aware that I lose half of the resources by doing this instead of the metal refinery, but I don't feel that I can do the metal refinery just yet. Then I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 storage. This will be for the hydrogen. Now it's time for us to build the actual gas pipe. This will be... I'll just get it up here. And then in the beginning, I'm going to use it into a gas filter, because I want to make sure that I don't filter anything else out. Oh, this is weird. Oh, it feels like I built this incorrectly somehow. Ah, right, these two. You actually need to be here. There. And that one, and the automation layer as well. There. Good. Because ventilation, that one, and go back to ventilation layer. You're gonna go here, and you're gonna go up. You're gonna go over here. You're gonna go over here, and this one will then finally go into these two. Yes, that was another important thing. Then the other thing in terms of power lines here, that is going to be that, and I'm going to use insulated power, or insulated here, there, and then just gas pipes are going to be out there. This one goes, so one goes over here and fills it out there, and the other one goes over here and fills it out there. I guess that's how we're going to do this for now. And power is done. Water is not done. The liquids are not done. So let's go, whoops, let's look at liquids. So this gets a little bit more complicated. I'm going to get things in on an insulated pipe because it's going to be really hot, the stuff that comes in. Then I'm just going to get it in like this, here. And then I'm going to get on the, whoop, radiant pipe. Oh, radiant pipe are so expensive. Damn. Well, I'm going to use the radiant pipe anyway. There. That one. And then I'm going to do radiant pipes here. And no more radiant pipes. Because there are some places I want to dissipate heat and some places I don't want to dissipate heat. And do I want to just also get this a little bit expensive? And then it goes in and through here. There, it's a little bit expensive, but I think that's how we want to do it. Now, I'm gonna need to figure out where water comes in. The thing is, the hotter the water coming in, the better, because the heat that comes out is always at least 70 degrees out of this the gases. So if it's 70 degree water, then it comes out at 70 degrees. If it's 30 degrees water, then it comes out 70. So I might as well have it as close to 70 as well, because then it comes out as 70 degrees. So we want to get hot water. If only we had a location that has hot water. I don't like this one because this is steaming hot, literally steaming hot. But I am going to need to put a pump down there. Yep, it sucks. But this one needs to be built. So let's progress a little bit until all of this is built. And then I'm also going to see if I can get this. Well, it'll probably be scorching, so probably a good idea to get a little hospital going. Let's get a little hospital going here. Triage cot. Dum, dum, dum. There we go. And what else do we need? We need an apothecary? I don't know. Yeah, but probably not. And then we need a lavatory here. That doesn't work, but it's there. And then we need some mess hall. Furniture, mess hall, mess tables. There, and then something like this. And then we need to start working on getting that one out. Well, in the meantime, just keep hollowing out this area as much as possible. We managed to build a liquid pump. It caused a little bit of pain and suffering, but it's now pumping out the water at 58 degrees. I have built a water lock here, and this is actually a perfect water lock. It's way better than you can even imagine. It looks pretty shit, but it's actually amazing. Why? Because it has vacuum in here. So what I did was I put in a blob of water down there, and then I put a blob of brine on top. So the brine dropped down, forced the water to go up, and then it pushed it out there. So now I have brine, and water, and water. And this one is now a vacuum. That means there is no heat transfer through the liquids here. Because if you'd filled it up only with brine or only with water, then the heat going into this water would then sort of go all the way through. But now there's no heat transfer except for through these tiles, of course. But that is pretty damn good. So that's actually how I think I'm going to be doing that in the future. Let's go over here and look at our overlay here. All of this is working. I have also just completely emptied this one out with vacuum. So now I want to set these as 250, 250, and this one should be 450 and 450. You can do it kind of what you want. I have also built this line out here, so it goes out and exits oxygen all these locations and also all of those locations. And that should give us up to 16 dupes of water, or of starvation. That's never a real problem. We have battery is online, water is coming in, it's gone through all this, and all I need to do is now hook up this water, and then I think it's gonna work. I also want to close off this entire area so that it's completely encapsulated. I'm not gonna do it just yet because we might need some manual generators to keep this going. And also I need to make sure that that gets swept up there, so it's nice and clean. And this one's closed off here. Good. This will be really hot. Okay, let's try and see how it works by going into this overlay here. Alright, so now it starts going in. What happens is that now here, water comes in, it starts puffing and puffing and makes hydrogen gas. When the hydrogen, as you can see here now, only hydrogen gas is up, only oxygen gas is down. And this one will then start working at some point. There. Actually, I am just realizing something else. I don't need this one anymore, so I'm going to be building that. Because this is using power, and I don't really want to use power for this one when I don't need it anymore. See, this is why it kind of runs out in the beginning. There. So it goes in, and then it uses a little bit of this hydrogen to get it back started back up again. Good. It's just kind of getting there. But it'll work a lot better once I don't have to... It'll work perfectly once I don't have to use the filter here. But the filter is kind of necessary in the beginning. And I just need this built here. So once that's built, the gas pipes are coming in, and that's perfect. Then this one can be deconstructed, like really high priority. And this can also be deconstructed there. And that can be deconstructed, and that can be deconstructed. And then priority. So now we see there will never be anything except hydrogen coming up here. There will never be anything except oxygen going down here. and at some point we'll overpressurize the entire base. This is a brilliant design. What I'm going to do is, of course, if you are a patron supporter, you can download the save game and you can just tinker around and see what it's like and how it works. Or if you are not a patron supporter but want to get this build or see how it works, then what I'm going to do is first, you know, this is the overlay. Then I'm going to go through this different overlays so you can take screenshots of it. Oh, that one should not be there. I'll just take that out. And let's see. These two. And let's see. So, overlay here, the electricity overlay, how I separate it with a high conductive wire, and then out here on the heavy watt wire. The water coming in. Water's coming in. I do radiant pipes through the part where I want to absorb heat, and then go in here. I also then, the gas part is coming in here. Just going out, and cycling in here. You do need, when you're emptying this, you do need it to have the filter. Well, you can also just let it go out, but then you have hydrogen in your base. But it's all good. And automation layer as well. This is the automation layer. What I've set them up as, these ones are set to 250 for the hydrogen. If either one turns on, then this one turns on. These are set to 450. If either turns on, then it turns on. That's just how I set it up. And this one is set to between 18 and 20. That's good. And these ones are just, well, they shouldn't be working anymore. And there. And then I think I should be in a position where I can close this off. And I can, this one also needs to be exhumed. And then we have now oxygen without a care in the world for our dupes for 16 dupes. And together with this, we actually have plenty of available power. And that needs to be, yeah. And then it just needs to be closed off at some point, and then I'll just basically forget about it. As long as we have water coming in, that's it. As long as this does not fill up, then we don't have a problem. But you're right, it's actually filling up, and that's what we would expect. And it's just good because then you can take the hydrogen out for something else later on, which is going to be super convenient. And let's see, the only other thing is like how much heat it is, but that's why we close it off, and then it'll be stable on heat because the stuff that comes in here, this comes in at 57 degrees, and then it just heats up a little bit more. So the whole thing here will probably run around like 60-65 degrees, and that's where it's going to be stabilizing. And I can now see that I can close these two off here, and I will be just prioritizing that. So that should be safe. Excellent. So now we have power, we have oxygen, we have breached all of this. All I need to, and we have a mushroom farm, all I need to do is just basically hollow out a lot more of this, just to see how this, let's say for example something like this one. Let's get that one in. I also really want to build this part down here, so that I can actually get the water started pumping out to here. And that's never gonna work. It's gonna need its own, because otherwise it's gonna jam the belt. Actually, with the new build, I don't need... There. Aha, I love that. There. Good. Let's just hollow out a lot of this one. Let's see as we take a nice shower in this lovely pea water. Come on. And here we go. We're also getting some free Pacos. Filling up. And we're working on the electrical wire going in here. I think that you're working on building some electrical wire. Oh, really? Come on. Build copper ore. Yes, you're just delivering. And someone else might come in to... Too bad. So now up here, we just continue this pattern of just going in, getting all of this, hollow all of that out. We keep this closed off, and we'll also need to close this one off somehow. Yeah, what I can do is I can bring them in at this location there, and they can then go a ladder, and that will be here. That's not a ladder. This ladder can go up, and then it can start working on, oops, this one. Yes, that's where it belongs. And yeah, so you can see lots and lots of stuff just need to be hollowed out. Oh, also out in here, let's also dig in here. Dig that one in. and also in here. Good. Let's actually just get these going as well. Hey, we got the next one breached. More water coming in, and we're gonna get the next one breached soon as well. Come on, you can do it. And there we go. That's flowing down here, flowing down there, flowing all the way in and adding more to our location. There we go. And it's now also pumping? No, it's not, because this is not built. Ah, well. We need to fill this area up. Oh, look at that. That's actually another thing. This needs to be closed off. This needs to be closed off. And once those two are done, I hope they are not going to be closed themselves in. And then we'll do there, ladders, ladders. And then we can build this a lot bigger. We're going to build that down here. This will be for our slime lung, excess slime lung, rotten pile, and anything else that's nasty. Then it put it below water, though it doesn't off gas. But I want this to be the primary part. Whoop, another one. Look at this. This is also working. So we got plenty of food, and this is breaching. All I need to do now is get this one breached. Yep, that's already marked. And also here we have lots and lots of food. Food is doing great, mainly coming from the fried mushrooms and the meal ice. We want to transition out of meal ice at some point because it uses a lot of water. Oh, are you stuck? You guys are stuck. Oh no. And more water is coming out, and we saved our dupes from all this, and they can be let out. So, you know, this is just a huge mess, but even better. More. I need more. I need all of this. Let's get that. We're getting a little bit carried away on this, but I love it. And here we go. The next splash of water coming in. We still have more water here. It's just about... I need to fill it up to no higher than this, but at least at that point, and then we need to start. You can see this one is pumping, so we're pumping it all back here and filling it up. And then it also makes sense to us to breach this. Good, we didn't kill anyone. That's nice. There we go. Get that one breached, and then I guess I just breach these ones as well. Whenever we get around to it. There we go. And that means now this one can easily be filled up with all the things that, all the liquid that comes in. And we're getting the next liquid in here. There we go. And then let's have a look at the slime lung, because the slime lung is pretty nasty right now. So what are we going to do to alleviate this? Well, we're going to be adding some of these. Basically just adding a ton. Okay, maybe not below water. Maybe that's kind of useless. But here, we're simply adding these. And yes, that's a lot. And that's still the right thing. I'm also going to make it here. And then we get the power inbound. This doesn't really need much power, but it does need some. So, let's get... Oh, I should actually have built this one here. And then that one. That would have been so much nicer. And then just go up. All the way up. And... this one goes up, and then unfortunately I have to just drag this one in as well. There we go. So that is working, and that will just help out on transforming all of this yucky oxygen, which can become quite saturated with slime lung, and I just need to transfer it. Even if they do get slime lung, we can just endure and just wait it out, because it doesn't really do much, slime lung. So it's just a little bit of coughing, and on the other hand, we have now getting a huge area out here. So let's fast forward a little bit when all is done, and then we see how things are working. This place is causing endless anguish because it keeps being open and they keep going in here and all that stuff. So let's deconstruct you and just start constructing. Just close it off. And yes, all the stuff that's down here. And I know this is not how you tame a cool steam vent, and I am going to do that, but I'm just not going to do it right now. So I also want to go over here and just let all of that go in here. Yeah, see, they're scalding, and we already have all three of them are always busy here. So I'm going to close this one off, and then I can start sort of moving this way. And let's see. So can I do that? Oh, I'd really want this to be upgraded from the other side. What are they picking up? Sandstone. Not cool to pick up sandstone from in there. I've also tried to use to get this one researched, but it's just so painful. Can you just please take that one first? And the scalding that just keeps going. You have to be paying really attention to this because they have a tendency to stop and breathe. And yeah, let's see. One is infected by slime lung. That's paleo with fries. Where are you? There. Nope. Wherever you are. I don't know where you are. You're somewhere. And this one, and then they should be able to get down there because now it's closed off. And then I can also just do all of this, but then I can do it from the inside. Once that's done, yes, I know that they really want to grab the stuff down there, but I don't want them. Let's have a look. We can always look at vitals. 48 paleo with fries. Oh, you really shouldn't be doing this. Where are you? Paleo with fries. Oh, you're in there. Of course you're in there. Can you just go out? And I'm just going to take you really far away. Let me just get you out here. There we go. That's a good place for you to go. Because once you're done with these, then paleo with fries is coming in. And definitely don't want to be in here in the scalding hot area. Because we don't want to lose any more dupes. Well, not that I haven't lost any more, but I've lost in previous episodes. So just hurry up and build it. Hurry up and build it. Once this is built, then we can close it off forever. And even though there's lots of good stuff down there. I can't believe they picked sandstone from there. We just want it closed off. Closed off, closed off. Yes. And the funny thing is, when I close that one off, then there will always be some dupe who decides to build it from the inside. Because, you know, dupe being dupes. And those two are not technically necessary, but now they're built. And what are you doing? You just wanted to pick up some sandstone. Lovely. And now I'm going to build these two. And that's going to be priority 7. Build it. And you really shouldn't be in there, should you? Sandstone, get out of there. Wow, you're slow. Alright, so don't go inside and... Don't go inside and build it. Thank you very much. Come on, just... Someone... Oh, for fuck's sake, these dupes. These dupes are just... And you're going in again, aren't you? You're going in again. Of course you are. Why do you... Oh, I don't know. I don't understand what they want to do. What do you want to do? I don't know. But you just go really far away. There. You also just suicidal. Go away. I can't be that bad of an employee that you have to go in and kill yourself in the steamy hot area. Just close. Oh my god, Urchalak, why are you going there in there as well? That is ridiculous. What is it that's so important in there? You can go down there. Oh my god, you another one. How is this even possible? Can I just get someone to build it? Yes, Mark, you are the sane person here. Yes. Just close it off before anyone else gets any stupid ideas. You're gonna come in there, aren't you? And once that one gets closed off... Good. Just don't jump in. And... Oh, it's safe. Woo! Safe from the silly dupes and their silly maneuvers. Right. So with this one closed off, that means the heat contained in here, unfortunately, it leaked a lot of heat out here. So the next episode will definitely be more about heat. We'll just clean out all of this. Let's with all that work being done, we'll just get this one as the last bit of slush going in. And you can also get that one, right? And this one, more slush going in, more slush. And there we go. Love it. Love it. And that's pretty good. And that's the last bit of this. And then we have actually cleaned out all of it. I have decided to add a little shower here towards the end. And probably should have done that a long time ago. Let's lock that one. That looks silly when they go above here. And what that does is if they come in and they are really greasy like this. Oh, please. You should have been one of those. Damn it. Come on, take a shower. There you go. No? What? I don't know what you're doing, but when someone comes in and takes a shower, I love that they're going through with the polluted dirt through the shower. I don't know. Actually, don't like that. There we go. So we saw someone coming into the shower, and then when they come out, they will not have any germs on them. So they're still running around, like for example here, with a lot of store slime. You're full of slime, but you're not really. Oh, what was it here? Lots of disease. Slime lung. I don't know when you proc the actual slime lung, but you have way too much and probably should clean yourself up, but well, I don't really care. That's the point. Here we can see the result now. Yes, if you zoom out in, then there's still like 5, 6, up to 10,000, 8,000 something here. But as we are converting from the polluted oxygen to normal oxygen, then it'll decrease quite rapidly. And down here where we've converted a long time ago, there is no slime lung at all. So it's just a matter of time before all this gets harvested. All the slime lung material, all the slime gets stored in safe locations, and like that one and like these ones here, those are safe locations. And once they are they've stored those items, then it's just a matter of oxygen just cleaning it up, and then we don't have any problems. We just have lots and lots of slime for our mushrooms forever and ever. I hope forever. We actually want to track here the slime, because slime is now a precious resource. There we go, 50 tons of slime. How can you not want that? And well, the only thing that we need to worry about now is the fact that this is hot, but that's no problem. This is self-contained. There's a little bit too much heat in the base generally here. Showers also add a lot of heat. Down here, a lot of heat. Just this has leaked a lot of heat into the base. So really what we want to do next is breaching some of the cold biomes and do some cooling. Oh, that's actually some really nice amount of cold biomes. So that's going to be in the next episode. Make sure to join on Twitch, where I'm streaming this. There's a lot more sort of panic and design work on Twitch, and then we'll be more on the telling the story of what happens here on YouTube. So I hope you appreciate it and are interested. If you are, be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. And also leave a comment and join on the Twitch streams, and you know the drill. If you want access to the save games, or want you get one of the dupes named after you, then consider supporting on Patreon, or if you just want to help out on the channel. Thank you very much for watching and supporting. Until next time, take care and stay effective.